Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to episode 72 of the Gamer Core. I am your host, Mr. Chillzone, aka Keyon, whatever you would like to call me, and I am here with half of the hosts of the main show of the Nerd Core, Young Yoda, aka Brad. How are you doing, my friend?
Sup, chill zone.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
For the second episode in a row.
Thank you.
To the Gamer Core.
I mean, I gotta come on the show. It's got the hardest intro of any of our fucking shows.
That is very true. Although I do like the Nerd when you guys are doing like the movie review.
Yeah,
I like that intro.
That's pretty good
intro. I like that one.
But it cuts off too short. So that's why Raul wants to change it, because it literally the clip is just cut off.
Right. So. That makes sense. I definitely understand. But yeah, we're going to have a great show for you guys tonight. There is a lot of news that we have to talk about. We started actually earlier than we used to. We started at 6:30, but now we started at 5:30. So I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. From now on, the Gamer Core is going to be the first Friday of every month. I was going to do it last week, but unfortunately, due to circumstances out of my control, aka an ice storm,
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. I wasn't able to do a show, so that's why we're doing it the second Friday of this month. But from now on, if I can, the show will be on the first Friday of every month. So, just, you go ahead and get that out there so people won't be confused as to why is there no Gamer Core? Why aren't you reporting
doing monthly?
Late? Yeah, we're going monthly. We're going monthly. So,
but this is the good part though of having other shows, because if you really want to talk something like bad enough, you got multiple shows to fucking do it on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah. Now that we got that out of the way, Bradley.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, I might have an answer.
So, first of all, what are your opinion on video game movies?
Oh, they are mostly all terrible, except for probably Detective Pikachu.
Well, I'm sorry, not just movies, but just video game adaptations into like
shows or television or movies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
None of them have really been done right. So I'm always going into a negative headspace, going, this is gonna suck. Because what we had, was Prince of Persia?
Prince of Persia.
That was one. The one that really
didn't they do Mafia?
I have no idea. I don't remember that being a movie, but it might have been. I don't know. The one that I remember and is truly ingrained, and I hate with a passion, and I hate Mark Wahlberg because of it, even though I know it's probably not his fault, is Max Payne. I fucking loathe that fucking movie that they didn't even look at the game. They didn't fucking look at the game. They got fucking demonic angel looking fucking things. That didn't come from nothing. It's a piece of shit game. It's a piece of shit movie. Piece of shit fucking movie game adaptation. And like when I saw that, I wanted Mark Wahlberg just to burn. Straight up just burn.
Wow. Okay.
Because I love the first Max Payne, the video game. That is one of my favorite games that I've probably ever played.
Right. Okay. Louise says y'all need to switch the alerts because it says Warzone.
Louise, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you switch it? You out there, you switch.
Stacy, nice seeing you in the chat. What happened to Game Core? Now I'll never know whether Cyberpunk 2077 ever came out or not. It's funny enough, we did that on episode 69 because I felt like it was only right.
I mean, did they ever fix that?
Yes.
Just because, like, I was hyped for that game for a long time.
Oh,
like,
you went a lot of other people.
yeah, and then like I didn't buy it at first because I'm like, I'm cheap, which is probably a good thing. Because
you lucked out. You lucked out.
Yeah, I know. Like I mean, and there were moments like I went into Best Buy and they had like the hard case, the metal case for like $20. I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't really, because I've given my thoughts on Cyberpunk already. It's an unfortunate situation, really,
because it was Project Red, right?
Yeah, the same people who made The Witcher 3, which is
so they had like these credentials of just like, because we all knew Bethesda was fucking up like for a while now.
Fallout 76,
fucking while now.
Yeah,
and we were like, oh, Project Red, like they're gonna do great things. Like The Witcher 3 is such like a huge, amazing open world kind of game, and it really didn't have any like bugs or bad patches that had to come about. Right. So we were like, yeah, it's gonna be good. And then Cyberpunk came out, and just the reviews and just the videos, it just shredded that game.
It got review bombed to hell, rightfully so, because nobody could play the damn game.
Yeah.
So it's really unfortunate, like, to see a company that was so highly regarded get shut down. Well, not shut down, but I mean, like, to get like blasted like that because of that game. Because I know a lot of people that love Witcher 3. Some people say it's their favorite game. Some people put that in their best game of all time. Like, a lot of people love Witcher 3.
It's a great game. Like, I never played Witcher 1 or 2, which I'm guessing most people may not have. Right. Like, I started at Witcher 3 because the reviews were great on that game. And so I played it. Like, it is an amazing game. Like, it is fun. And I don't know what the hell happened between that and Cyberpunk, but maybe they were just rushing. And it's like, and it's nice that developers now maybe are taking a second look at it and being like, maybe not rush it, and maybe check everything, because like a few bugs are okay, that's expected, and then you patch it. But the whole game being fucking bugged,
I wish I could say that, developers have learned, but as we've learned over time since Cyberpunk's release, no developer has really learned a bit. Well, I won't say no developer. A lot, there's probably some devs that have learned. But as far as I don't even want to say their name or their game's name, but as far as a certain shooter is concerned, I don't think anyone in that development studio learned anything, considering the main people that made the older games left. There were so many inexperienced people developing the game, from changing like certain core features of the game that no one asked for, that were in the older games, that for some reason they decided, oh, to hell with that, let's just make an entirely new game. The game suffers from identity crisis. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I don't even want to say the game. I've given my thoughts on it already, and I'm not about to do it again. But
can I just say, like, before all this, before Cyberpunk and even Bethesda and all of these like developer just kind of dropping the ball, we all made fun of Square Enix.
Yes.
Who takes 12 years to make a game. But when Square Enix comes out with a game, there's like really no fucking bugs.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Like
they've switched up the team about 20 times through the 12 years, but generally there's not a lot of bugs.
That's very true. Like the Marvel Avengers game that came out, hardly any bugs with the game. Like the only thing I really heard about the game is that it was just the trash. The quality was trash. But like you don't really hear about bugs like at all.
Like Final Fantasy games. I've been playing Final Fantasy forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really any bugs. Like it's a pretty straightforward game, and if there are any bugs, it's patched like that. Like Square Enix is on that shit.
Honestly, and this is going to segue into our one of the discussions we're going to have. But honestly, if PlayStation acquires Square Enix,
I think they did, didn't they?
no,
No,
Bungie.
Square Enix still just a separate entity.
Yeah, Square Enix is still independent. But if there does come a day where PlayStation does acquire Square Enix, that is going to be a very, even more so than Bungie, a very huge acquisition.
I mean, because like Bungie has a back catalog, like it's not an overly great one. At least the one PlayStation picked up. But yeah, Square Enix has been around for 40 years, 30 or 40 years now. Like they got Final Fantasies up the yazoo. They got all these other fucking games. So that would be the one to go after.
Absolutely.
If I were to go after one.
Absolutely. Which is funny is because I thought that was going to be their first acquisition, like since the Xbox Activision thing. Yeah. I thought Square Enix was going to be like, oh well, immediately, like they were going to,
like
but
just grab them
Bungie,
up and be like,
right. But Bungie was the news. So, but
I mean, can we just say like Nintendo is just out here all in like their peaceful paradise of just releasing Pokemon games?
Yeah,
and just be like, we're just making money. Y'all keep just spending money.
Yeah, Nintendo is just out doing their own thing. I have a love-hate relationship for Nintendo just because of the fact that they never put their fucking games on sale. No one is about to buy Super Mario Bros. 3 for $60.
How many years was it since Breath of the Wild came out? And it was $60 until like this last Christmas, and it finally dropped to $35.
When did Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild actually came out in the Wii U, so it came out during the Wii U time, and it stayed $60 until like last Christmas when Amazon put it on sale for $35, and I grabbed that shit up for my wife.
2017.
Yeah.
Was the release date. March 3rd, 2017 was the release date of Breath of the Wild. So, yeah. If it took,
it's ridiculous. Nintendo will not put their games on sale. And they don't understand us cheap asses out here just waiting. We're like, okay, it's gonna be 5 years. Right. That's fine.
Right. I don't know. I really can't stand Nintendo for that.
Which is the opposite of Bungie, who puts everything on sale after the month of the release.
Yes. Yes. DLCs, full games, add-on, like whatever.
Yeah, it was $130 in the beginning, and now it's like $20. It's like,
right,
motherfuckers.
They would literally take the highest price. Like usually it's like a deluxe, an ultimate deluxe edition or something like that, and they'll like put it on sale for like $30.
I want to say the Witch Queen is going for like $75, I think. The new one. But yeah, I'm waiting for that shit to be free next year.
Yeah.
Just saying. I mean, they made everything else fucking free.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I'm gonna get Witch Queen. I'll wait till Lightfall, like which is the one like right after.
Yeah.
Witch Queen. I'll wait till Lightfall, but I'm not really interested in playing this.
Which I've never understood. I've never understood that thought process from Bungie. Is like, we're gonna piss off all the core gamers here that just love our game, and then we're gonna get all this new blood and not charge them for it.
Right. Exactly. And that's what they did for what is Shadow Keep?
Yeah.
Like all those for Beyond Light, like I felt like everything before that should have been free, but no, like only the first 2 DLCs were still free. Like Then,
I mean, that's the thing though is and what's bad is like I don't know Bungie's time frame on like making this stuff free. Like I get it, a year after, 2 years after, sure, why not make it free? I don't care. But
right.
like 2 months after, you're just pissing me off.
Exactly right. Yeah. Bungie is very weird with their consumer based decisions. What do you guys think of Bayonetta's ass and smack?
I just bring that up because like Twitch is now showing a lot of X-Men's Rogue from the cartoon and just going Rogue was thick. that's there's a bunch of videos out just like showing Rogue from the X-Men cartoons and yeah. Like and it's just like yep.
I mean, I don't disagree, honestly.
No.
You know, listen, I was looking at speaking of X-Men, I was looking at like potential like MCU characters, and they were showing. I'm sorry, I got the wrong thing. I was looking at a death battle between Storm and Korra from Avatar: Legend of Korra, and they were showing clips from, you know, obviously the X-Men movies with Halle Berry, and I just have to say Halle Berry as Storm. Whoo, man. She yeah.
I mean, I prefer Halle Berry from Swordfish, but you know, that's just me.
Wait, actually?
Jozo's remembering this right now. He's remembering why I like the Halle Berry from Swordfish.
Hold on. I have to.
John Travolta's in there too, which is really weird, but yeah.
Oh, I knew this was the movie I was thinking. Okay, Brad. All right.
Respectfully.
I mean, if you want to take it a step further, Halle Berry from Monsters Ball.
No, respectfully.
All right. So
I wasn't married during those times.
Oh, of course, yeah, right. I figured you weren't. I figured. So, excuse me.
Just not Halle Berry Catwoman.
Yeah. I don't even want to.
Wait. Halle Berry from where? Luis, the movie is called Swordfish, and it's got a scene in there that you really enjoy.
And also Monsters Ball.
Respectfully. You're welcome.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to one of our topics. You know, speaking of all the acquisitions and things that have been going on, you know, Xbox, everyone knows that Xbox acquired Activision. And so PlayStation responded with an acquisition of their own by buying Bungie. And so Jeff Keighley, who is a very well-known he's a very well-known public figure in the gaming sphere. He does you know, the stand-up for, you know, many shows, including like E3, a lot of gaming conventions like the summer game conventions, pack or something, you know, sometimes PAX. He does, you know, he you know, he's very well known. So Jeff Keighley suggested that a lot of more big video game acquisitions are on the way from PlayStation. And this, he actually quoted this from one of the PlayStation CEOs themselves. So Bungie is not even the only acquisition that PlayStation will be will be having.
Well, no. What? How much was this? Like 4 billion?
Yes, about like
And
3-4 billion.
yeah, and Microsoft spent what, 60 billion?
Yes.
So they got some room.
Yeah, they have
They
a
got some
lot of
room to
room.
catch up.
They have a lot of room. Yeah, obviously Activision is, the biggest just because they have arguably one of the most successful franchises of all time. Call of Duty, like whether you like the franchise or not, like that franchise is very, very successful. It's been going on for years. So, and then
I'm waiting for PlayStation just to be like, yeah, we bought not Modern Warfare. We bought what the hell is the game? It
say
just left my
Medal of
mind.
Honor.
Medal of Honor. They bought Medal of Honor. They're bringing back Medal of Honor.
Well, that's a good point, actually, that you make. I just thought, because PlayStation does not have their own. Xbox has Halo. That is their shooter, like for Microsoft. PlayStation does not have a competitor to Halo. They used to have the Resistance, and then they had Killzone, which was all but they stopped making those games.
Which, Resistance was one of my favorite games. Like, the first and second game were good. The third game really kind of fell off. But also, they had Warhawk. They had Warhawk and Starhawk. Mm-hmm. So, like, PlayStation 3 really had a lot of good shooters in them. Mm-hmm. And PlayStation just kind of let them go and the studios dissolve. Right. Which I think, they were probably like, yeah, we're making money. Like, we don't need these. There's only so much player base because PlayStation has this horrible thing of never advertising their fucking games. Like, they really don't get behind, like, other than Spider-Man. Like, that's been the biggest push I've seen is Spider-Man, and that's about it.
That's true. PlayStation does not advertise their games unless the games are already very well known.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like that's more like Square Enix kind of, putting marketing dollars in it versus PlayStation. Because I think if PlayStation could have kept the Resistance series going, that was actually a really good shooter. It was a really good shooter, and it also you could do 2-player in your home. Like that was, I mean, it would eventually go online, I know, but back then in the day, that was kind of cool because not many games were doing that still.
Absolutely. Which it's unfortunate because PlayStation had tried to do their thing with a lot of their exclusive titles like Uncharted. They had tried to do well, actually they didn't even advertise Uncharted multiplayer. Neither did they advertise The Last of Us multiplayer. So they need to step up their game as far as what they can bring as far as the multiplayer experience is concerned, because a lot of people, whether you believe or not, love the Resistance, and a lot of people love Killzone. Even though I know a lot of people aren't fans of Killzone Shadowfall, which is the third game.
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think there was Killzone 2, and then Killzone Shadowfall. Yeah. So yeah.
What is it? Microsoft, Xbox. They have the other game. I can't remember the freaking name of it, but it's exclusive to Xbox. It's a really big game. Like he's got a chainsaw gun.
I'm trying to think. It's an Xbox exclusive?
It's an Xbox exclusive. And like you hide behind like shit and you shoot shit. Like it's a big title.
Dead Rising?
No.
Or is it Dead Rising? Oh no, Gears of War.
Gears of War, thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Like I should know that. I should remember that, but my old brain is like, yeah, we threw out that because you never played it, because you never really had Xbox.
Right. Okay, yeah, Gears of War. Yeah, Gears of War. Like a lot of people love,
but like back in the day, like they marketed the shit out of that game. There were, and they don't really do this anymore, but there would be crowds for these games, for Halo, for Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think that you got that much from PlayStation because, again, I don't think PlayStation markets it. They like buying the PlayStation loves to buy these independent studios. They bring them in, they make the game, but they never push it.
Right.
And then eventually they get rid of the independent studio, or the independent studio dissolves because they're not getting a push. So why should they stay?
Right.
And you're left with like a lot of fans of these older games who are just stuck. And you're like, I would love to play another Resistance game. I would love to play another Warhawk game. Like even if it's just like a re-updated Warhawk. That game was so fun that it was ridiculous.
I know a lot of people talk about Warhawk. I don't know if I've ever played Warhawk. I don't think I have. But I do remember the game being around back on PlayStation 3.
Mm-hmm. That's when it first debuted. And it's like, it was a big MMO. So like everyone was just like their own character running and shooting, and they were on teams. But when it first started, they didn't have the team kill like limited or turned off. So it was always fun, like, because you know you had chat and everything you could hear in your microphone, and you know this sounds horrible, but you know, as a 18, 19-year-old, you get into a game, you hear a screaming kid, and you team kill him.
I feel like it goes like that in basically every online shooter. Like,
I mean, because you're just trying to get a reaction, and it's just funny as shit to get into a tank and then just team kill like everything at some point, because you know killing the other enemies gets boring sometimes. Right. So why not kill your own teammates?
Right.
So if I ever developed a game, I would not turn off the team kill aspect. Like that shit would be on.
I mean, you know, as an advocate for team killing not being in games, because that shit nowadays that gets very, very toxic very quickly. Even if you accidentally shoot,
they get mad. They get mad.
So mad, and they just outright kill you. Like the amount of time I remember back when I first got into Rainbow Six Siege. Obviously there's team, because that game is very like hyper realistic. For the most part, besides like the operators, which it's so goofy, but the game, the core aspect of the game is very hyper realistic, and so there's team killing, and you know sometimes I would do things like drop my controller, and it would accidentally shoot, and I would accidentally shoot a teammate at the beginning of a round, and he just bought me right in the head. And in that game, you get shot in the head, you die. Like you can't, So you know they just outright kill you. Like they don't love tap you back or anything like that.
They don't play.
Yeah, they don't play. It, you know, so they don't believe in eye for an eye. They believe in an eye for a liver.
For a heart, for lung, for the whole just body.
Exactly. So, you know, it gets toxic very, very quickly. So, I mean, but I can understand like the fun aspect of it, like, you know, like killing your, if you're playing like in a party, like with your friends or something, and you kill one of your friends, and then you just run and hide.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I would imagine how that could be fun.
I mean, and who hasn't wanted to like kill another like teammate in Fortnite or something?
Yeah, honestly,
yeah,
that would be fun. That would be very fun. I can tell you that. But yeah, so, with that being said, yeah, PlayStation definitely should, I think, out of anything that they've ever owned, as far as PlayStation exclusives go, the Resistance should be one of the games that they revive.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great shooter. Like, with a good story, especially in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning in the second movie, like, very phenomenal storytelling.
Right.
Third movie kind of fell off, but then again, it's one of those, like, how do you end this?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. I rarely got the chance to play the Resistance, but I mean, when I did, I enjoyed myself like each time I played. So
Yeah.
That's why I definitely think. And really, at the time, I didn't even know that the Resistance was PlayStation exclusive until like I grew up and started learning about exclusives.
Mhm.
You know, because I used to wonder why the hell I couldn't play Halo on PlayStation. I used to be, but but yeah, PlayStation. Listen, there are so many things that PlayStation needs to do as far as
Honestly, the only thing I can see PlayStation in response, like, 3.6 billion. That's a lot of money. Like, don't get me
Yes.
wrong. That is like, I'll take 3.6 billion. Sure, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is a lot of money. But compared to 60 billion, like, PlayStation's got to go out of it. They got to buy EA.
Right.
Just got to fucking do it.
Yes. I would. You know how happy I would be if PlayStation bought EA. I would be so happy because a lot of people were saying when Xbox acquired Activision that there could be a possibility that games like Call of Duty, mainly Call of Duty, because that's all Activision really focuses on nowadays. People were saying that games like Call of Duty would get better, and it feels like almost we're immediately starting to see some results from from Xbox's acquisition.
Well, and you think, like, Xbox has their own team, like,
Right.
generally in place, so they can just bring them in and, I guess take out anyone who's, not good at their job over at Activision, which there might probably a lot. But the thing is with this Activision and this, I guess this Blizzard, there, it was perfect timing.
Right.
From Xbox, because the stocks had tanked. They were going through like some really, really bad toxic shit that they had done to themselves, and it was like perfect time to buy. EA was like that about 2 or 3 years ago when they were in the gambling debacle.
Right.
That would have been the perfect time for
remember
PlayStation to strike, but now it's a little late. So for them to probably acquire EA, you're probably looking over $100 billion. Like,
you think EA's worth more than Activision?
With all their sports games and stuff, yeah. All the Madden games.
I can see that.
Because with all the sports games, that is where I would say the money is held. They even have NASCAR games, I think.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they have I think I could see that, because compared to like how much Activision focuses on Call of Duty now, like they aren't really giving a lot of their games anymore a chance to shine. Now EA is bringing some of everything. They have Madden, they have Battlefield, they have all their the racing and Need for Speed,
NBA. They got NBA rights on there.
So yeah, I could definitely see.
I will say, like, I think the gold from buying the Activision Blizzard is the Blizzard part,
right?
Because you got World of Warcraft, like all that,
and
all that back catalog, and all those fans,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's definitely like a Star Wars kind of, and we've been over this. This is like George Lucas selling Star Wars for $6 billion.
Right.
And now you see Activision Blizzard selling for $60 billion. Like,
Mm-hmm.
George has held out for a couple years because Disney made that back in like a year.
Yeah, of course. Raul says, "I'm gonna be real with you boys. That Halo trailer looks like ass." Well, that's okay, because we're gonna watch it. In in a little bit. But yeah, I haven't watched the Halo trailer. But I I don't know. I feel like Raul maybe
I did play the last Halo game. I don't know the previous one before I think this new one came out.
Guardians.
Yeah, it might have been
Halo 5 Guardians.
yeah, it was definitely Halo 5. I liked that until the end when it was just the same fucking boss repeated 20 times. It's just like, hey, you killed this one boss. Now it's 5 bosses. Like,
Okay.
like what the fuck?
I know. Yeah, I know.
You get lazy there.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people definitely don't talk about Halo 5 Guardians. Specifically just because I that game, I know I've heard that game is very not it's not Halo. Like no one talks about that.
No, it's a very forgettable game.
Yeah,
but a lot of that has like again we come back to like a lot of the movies are made because of the villain, and this villain was kind of stupid, and they just kept using him and repeating him, and it was very lazy. It was very lazy on their part.
Well, I can definitely tell you that Halo Infinite is not that way. In fact, everything about Halo Infinite, I'm not gonna lie, reminds me of Destiny. Like the story at least. But like there are a lot of caveats. Stacy said yeah, the trailer's a bit weird, non-stop teabagging coming to Paramount. Bring back my big titty Cortana from Halo 4.
Oh god, horny Luis in chat.
Louise, put your dick away, bro. So
he can't. We told him about swordfish, and now he's just like
he's going crazy.
Lotion on the skin.
So yeah, we actually, since that has been brought up, we will go ahead and check out the trailer for Halo. So I'm going to bring that up right now.
Can we watch that on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the video game related. Thank goodness.
Okay.
And yeah, all right. We will be back after this trailer. What do we get copyright, Raul? Because I feel like because it's based off of a video game that
I want to know how new
Rockstar.
I want to know how new Rockstar. I want to know how new Rockstar plays all their fucking Disney Plus clips and never gets copyright. Like somebody explain that to me.
Because I the only reason why I was gonna show was because it's it's because it's based off of a video game. But I'm guessing Paramount Plus would probably feel some type of way about that, which is annoying. Wait, what is it? No, it's fine. He's comparing it to Spider-Man trailer to No Way Home. It's fine. Trust.
I mean, this is the same Luis who's been singing like songs.
I was just thinking that Louise,
I mean, I can definitely say in the first like 5 seconds of that trailer, that's dog trash.
Yeah. I see my value.
You have value, Luis. We just don't let you speak on here.
Or show any kind of video.
Or sing.
If showing this is a copyright issue, it's fine. Raul, just if it is a copyright, I think as long as y'all provide commentary.
So we could talk over it? Is that what you say? Or we could share it and just have it there and we'll talk over it.
Right. Okay, yeah. I'll just do that. I'll have it muted probably because there probably is copyrighted music over it. So yeah, I'll share it. And oh wait, it's already here. What they say, March 24th? Yeah, it's
I
the
mean,
where
this is gonna be ass.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest with ourselves. Especially it's on Paramount Plus. Nobody's gonna watch that. Who has a Paramount Plus subscription?
I don't know a single person that has Paramount Plus.
Like, who has that subscription for that shit? I guess that's what they're hoping is like, oh, we grab this. We'll get them this time.
I will say I do like the visuals, like because we obviously saw Master Chief. We saw the Warthogs.
Yeah.
We saw Energy Sword.
We saw Karen Cortana.
Who was that? That was not Cortana.
Cortana just wants to speak to the manager the whole fucking time.
There was no way. We saw Cortana. That was terrible. We saw the that was the assault rifle, the battle rifle.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We saw the battle rifle. I do like the visuals. I like the visuals. It's mostly the Star Trek streaming service at this point.
Thank you, Stacy. He's not wrong.
Yeah, true. I like the visuals, but the trailer is
it's not very
not interesting.
I mean, honestly, if they just put red versus blue on there, they would have much better like just old school, like the first 5 years of red versus blue.
Mm-hmm.
They do better numbers.
Right. I agree.
And I'm not saying that for any other reason because I...
Okay. Okay. And of course he has it sitting right beside him.
And I never really played Halo, but I knew red versus blue.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually recently just uninstalled Halo Infinite just because I'm probably not gonna play it again. So I wanted to play the story, but for one, I'm not paying $60 into my Game Pass subscription right now, so I can't play it anymore. But yeah, that trailer was made to bad. I give that about a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. I'm being generous. So, Brad, what do you think about the trailer?
Like, they got Master Chief, right? The overall look of most of the characters other than Cortana was pretty good. Mm-hmm. The gun, the Warthog, like they were getting that right, but I just feel like this is going to be a campy, corny fucking show.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like I feel like the writing in this is going to be shit, especially since it's on Paramount Plus and nobody's going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So like they probably had a budget, but not a huge budget. They're like, let's make it look good for the trailer, and then we'll get all them subscriptions, and at least we'll get them for a month and get that money.
Mm-hmm. How is Paramount? Oh, I'm sorry, I forget who Paramount is. Never mind. They're the same people they're about to make the Sonic 2 movie. So yeah, yeah.
I mean, Idris Elba as Knuckles, though.
Oh yeah,
that's a positive. Like Knuckles is probably my favorite character in that whole video game series.
Really?
Yeah, because I just remember being a kid and just playing Sonic 2 quite a bit. And just being Knuckles and flying all over the fucking place. That was the best.
Yeah. Knuckles is sick.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say Knuckles is cool, but Shadow, man, is undefeated. I can't. Like, Knuckles is...
Shadow's just a killer.
Yes.
Shadow is just a killer.
Yeah.
But everyone hates Tails, honestly.
I'll never... Yeah, everyone
hates fucking Tails.
Everyone. Yeah. Shadow... Knuckles has always been my second favorite to Shadow, just because I like Shadow's colors, and Shadow is just a badass.
I mean, and Shadow just got the giant fucking paws with the 2 claws, and just like, Yep.
Yeah.
You whoop your ass.
He has what is the what's the mace? Yeah. He basically has maces for hands.
Yeah,
Like spiked maces for
pretty
hands.
much.
He's so cool. Apparently Knuckles is adopted by the black community as well as Shadow. I mean, makes sense. It makes sense. Like like Piccolo from yeah. Piccolo is that dude. That is my guy. He
I mean, Piccolo is like the best father in that whole fucking show.
yeah, he's everyone loves to call Piccolo Gohan's second father. And I agree.
No, he's Gohan's first fucking father.
True.
Goku ain't no fucking
Yeah,
father.
Goku
Go off, fight, and die. He was on that fucking dragon for how many goddamn episodes?
That dude. Are you talking about Snake Way?
Yeah,
Like
Snake Way. Like
yeah.
he was on that fucking for like 2 years.
You know, what can you really say besides
By the time he got off that fucking thing, Gohan was a man. Like,
yeah, pretty much.
He was like married and shit.
And not to mention he's died multiple times.
Exactly.
So, you know, he's been across that snake for a combined total of at least 30 years.
I have so many like complaints just against DBZ. Like they did Krillin dirty. Like Krillin like is strong in a sense, but then they're like, we're gonna keep Krillin at this level, and everybody else is just gonna go up like 20 fucking levels. Vegeta,
but
Goku.
You know who's worse than Krillin?
Yamcha.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And Yamcha has like some cool moves and shit, and just
he does
some bullshit.
It's
just like you were gonna elevate the two assholes in this whole fucking show with Vegeta and Goku. I mean, but Vegeta is the better father. Let's be real. Here. He's a dickhead, but but you're gonna elevate these two assholes, and every other secondary character is just, you know, they're just gonna be like regular. They're
right. That's the one thing I've always loved, like Dragon Ball Z, like the Dragon Ball franchise as a whole, but like I definitely I have very big issues with how they write some of these
like the secondary,
like the characters. I feel like Piccolo should have far much shine than he does right now.
Piccolo Piccolo is an alien. I can understand the Earthlings, like sure,
right?
Like they're kind of mutated, you know. They're not going like Goku is an alien too, so is Vegeta technically. Right. But Piccolo is literally an alien. Like the man should be like every other alien in there, from Frieza to, you know, fucking Boo, and like they're just OP. Like, why isn't Piccolo OP?
That's a good question, because, you know, coming off of like Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball, when Goku was a kid and he fought Demon King Piccolo, which that's who Piccolo is. Yeah. Is, you know, Demon King Piccolo after Goku beat him. And, you know, Kami is the second half of Piccolo, basically. And so I don't know. It seems to be like a cliche thing that when what's going on, Aiden?
What's up, Aiden?
That when GJ6 on the way, yeah.
Sure.
Sure, yeah, sure. Right. Who knows and how long? That's
another one. As long as Rockstar is raking in $1 million for just multiplayer, for like basically not doing anything, like, oh, here's an update.
Right.
You get an extra $1 million credit.
What's so crazy is how many people I saw like going crazy over the announcement from Rockstar, and I'm like, bro, like, they just said it's in development. Like,
Yeah,
who knows how long it's gonna take to?
Yeah, I mean, this is where you get to like, because I've been playing since GTA 3. You know, like when it was like the first polygon fucking 3D. I don't know, like if Rockstar, like I don't know, like GTA 3 was fun, so was San Andreas, but like I don't know, this last one, it's just been so fucking long, and I'm so old. I'm like, do I have it in me to beat hookers and take their money anymore? I don't know. I just don't know.
I just unplugged my. Oh, what's so funny is back on San Andreas. Me and my brother, we used to like when we would play, we would like hook up, with the hookers, and they would take money from you. Yeah.
Then you get back out, you beat the shit out of them, and take the money back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like free head, then they dead. Like, like what do you want? I mean, like all I remember, like I played San Andreas so much, and I just remember going to the fast food, like the fried chicken place, and just making that motherfucker fat.
Making
and then putting him on a bicycle.
Yep. I really hope that GTA 6 is like out of this world good. Really, like bring back like the activities you used to be able to do in San Andreas, like go to the gym. You could lift a weight. And bring back the body fat, like where you could make them buff, skinny, fat,
where you had to like eat and stuff and
malnourished, like right, exactly. You had exactly. You had to do that stuff.
You could ride around on a bike, like you just go different gang. Like I love the map, and it showed like the different gangs, and you just go over there and you like kill them all. So that was always fun, and I just can't remember with the GTA 5. Like I know the storyline was really good, but I never had like they're really focused on multiplayer, and I never had any inclination to play any longer than the storyline. I'm like, why am I going to go into this and just be like robbed by some of these fucking strangers on the internet called Hentai 69? Like why would I do that to myself?
Brad and his pacifist charitable GTA 5 run. Chastity, if that is your real name, you can have my money. I'm just gonna go get a sandwich.
Do you want a sandwich too? I'll get you the meal. You look tired. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, GTA
we're doing God's work.
I know a
GTA.
lot of people. So many people have been waiting on Elder Scrolls 6. And honestly, I would have to say I can't wait for it either. Because playing Elder Scrolls playing Skyrim for the first time, like last year. Like actually for the first I'd never played Skyrim before, like last year. And I know a lot of people that really do enjoy Skyrim for good reason. That game is really, really fun. I definitely need to hop back on that game, but it is really fun. It just comes down to when are these games going to get announced? Who knows? GTA 6 could be announced in 2025. And Elder Scrolls could be announced end of this year, next year. Who knows, honestly. So, yeah. But
I don't know. I don't know at this point. Like I'm getting so old for some of these games. It's just like I don't know. I just want to play just a scroller game where I just read.
You want a visual novel, sir?
I mean, like back in the day, I used to do that too. But it's come to the point, like your reaction time slows down to a point where just the games aren't fun anyway. And so many cheaters are on them, so it's just like fuck all this.
Yeah. That's the biggest push away from like a lot of people that want to get into certain games is
Yeah. And now you
the
have people
abundance of
who
cheaters.
do this. They do it for a living, and they do it
Hmm.
for hours and hours and hours. And I come home from work. I don't want heart palpitations from playing a fucking game. like, like you died 20 fucking times. I know, because you got the fucking 12-year-old who like got fucking summer vacation. Like, fuck that little kid.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Fuck that pussy slayer 85. Like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree. Yo, Aiden, what's going on, man? What are you up to right now? You should hop on. If you're not busy, I'm guessing you're probably at work on break or something. But if you're not able to, that's fine. You're good.
Thank you, Aiden, for just saying what's up.
Yeah, for sure. And so yeah. All right, so we're going to get into some more news. Most of you have probably heard about the Suicide Squad game that was coming out. So last year, or in 2020, I think it was 2020, there was a game that got announced called Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. And
actually, the trailer was really good.
Yeah, the trailer for the game is really good. And that game was announced alongside Gotham Knights. Which
also looked. I mean, it looked different. Like it really didn't speak to me, but I could see like it being pretty cool.
Yeah, especially considering the game is supposed to be co-op. Oh yeah, I'm very excited.
Oh, and then you can play like the Red Hood and everything.
Yes.
Like yeah, so
yeah, Red Hood from what the trailer showed. Red Hood, Nightwing, Batgirl, and I'm trying to think. Red Hood, Nightwing, Batgirl. There was Robin. Yeah. And so yeah. That game looks fantastic. But so back to Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. That game has been delayed until 2023. So next year. Unfortunate, but this is the reality of what we have to go through nowadays because of the situation that we're living in. So, we're gonna get into this article. Let's see if I can get the damn article pulled up. And
I just have one single question for this: is the Joker going to be voiced by Jared Leto?
So we're gonna get into.
Chozo's not even responding to that.
We're gonna get into the article here about Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League being delayed until next year.
He's disgusted. He's disgusted with me.
So let's zoom in here, and then so we
for all those 35 and over, we're gonna blow
now
this up.
You've completely screwed up my train of thought. So courtesy of Bloomberg, we have Suicide Squad video game is delayed until 2023. Warner Media has quietly delayed a video game based on the Suicide Squad comic books until 2023, according to people familiar with its development. Several other big video game projects from Warner Brothers have also been pushed back. Titles based on Harry Potter, Batman, and a Lego version of Star Wars were all planned for 2021, but slipped into this year due to production problems caused by the pandemic and other development challenges. Warner Brothers had originally said that the Suicide Squad game, which features a crew of comic book anti-heroes battling against brainwashed superheroes like Superman, would also be out in 2022. Warner Media Chief Executive Officer Jason Keyon wrote on Twitter last week that this year's release schedule will include delivering a full slate of highly anticipated games alongside logos of the Harry Potter-based game Hogwarts Legacy and the Batman game Gotham Knights. Suicide Squad was notably left out. Warner didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. Warner is set to be spun off from AT&T Incorporated and merged with Discovery Incorporated. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, announced in 2020, is the next game from Warner Brothers Rocksteady Studios. London-based Rocksteady is best known for the Arkham series of Batman video games, which were critically acclaimed and influenced many action games over the past 13 years. But it's been a long time since Rocksteady released a new game. The studio's last major title, Batman Arkham Knight, was released in June 2015. All right. So, and Stacy says, but will this game have Peacemaker and his musical superpowers? You know, that's funny enough. I definitely do think that there would be some form of, like switching out characters. And I definitely think Peacemaker could be one of those characters. Because we saw, of course, Harley Quinn, King Shark, what's his name? I forget the roster characters.
You know, after the Suicide Squad movie, the James Gunn one, of course, I'm talking about. You know, Peacemaker, like everybody thought John Cena did like a terrific job, but we only got like a taste of Peacemaker. With this show, like DC has elevated this rather unknown, like basically, kind of the same character aspect of a lot of other characters. They've elevated him and gave him such a personality that it's like a whole like I want this season. I want like 10 seasons of this fucking show. So yeah, I really do see like Peacemaker being like and that might be why they're delaying it to bring in more characters.
That's and honestly, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if you were just left to, the four that we have been confirmed to be in the game. Really, Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and then I don't know the last guy's name.
Is it Bloodsport?
Bloodsport, yeah, that's his name. So it wouldn't be a bad thing because the Square Enix Guardians of the Galaxy game.
I've heard that's really good.
Yes, that game has been praised to high heavens. So it wouldn't be a bad thing if it was just them four, but it would be nice to kind of have the the option to if you want to play as Peacemaker or any of the other guys, because there's so many people in the Suicide Squad. It's pretty disgusting. That was the answer. That's what I was answering when I mentioned.
I mean, I really hope they'll have Peacemaker's eagly.
Eagly, yeah. So
he's such a on paper, he's such a fucking one-dimensional stupid character. But this show, even though it is ridiculous in a lot of senses, it actually really goes deep, and you really start to care about this used to be one-dimensional, just fucking stupid character. Like everything about this character should be hated, but they really they go back into his past and they explore that, and they're like, this character is traumatized by a lot of shit, and makes you care about him, makes you want him to win, even though he is, at least in the movie, he was portrayed as just a piece of shit character.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Man killed Rick
unfortunately,
Flag for God's sake. Like, what the fuck?
I haven't watched Peacemaker. So thanks, Bray. You just spoiled it for me.
No, that was in the movie.
I'm sure. I was sure.
I just
Really?
spoiled the whole movie. Yeah, in Suicide Squad, like the dude in yellow with the mustache.
Oh,
yeah,
right. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I did. I watched the second Suicide Squad movie. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking about. I thought you were talking about like the show.
No. I haven't spoiled anything other than him having an eagle named Eagly.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, it was fine though. Like even if you had accidentally spoiled it, but yeah. So yeah. Suicide Squad has been delayed until 2023. So for those of you who were looking forward to that, I apologize on behalf of Warner Brothers Rocksteady.
But there probably is good reason, and it'll probably be a better game for it.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick. I do.
Man, this guy's camera is on point. That's a good camera.
Thank you. Real quick, I want to talk about whatchamacallit. Yeah, right. No. Fucking Peacemaker. God damn it! Why was that so hard?
Peacemaker. Like the show or the game?
The show.
Well, Keyon hasn't seen it, so don't go into too much spoiler territory.
That's fine. I'm just talking about like comic characters.
Okay.
Like the overall show, like it's good, right? Because the actors are phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have a gripe with it, not about Peacemaker itself, because that's a very niche character that I didn't even fucking know existed.
Yeah.
But Vigilante, that's my only gripe with it. There were scenes where they kind of made up for it, in particular just one, and that's it.
I know which scene you're talking about.
Is it the one where he does the thing because he thinks he was gonna be better for Peacemaker? He goes on the inside.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the scene.
Bro, I'm telling you,
that camera looks.
Otherwise, the character is like really dumb.
Yeah, it's way different from what the original like comic book character is.
Yeah.
They're not accurate to my comic.
Bitch, you want to translate? Hey, I'm gonna delete all your fucking translations right now, and you can do it by yourself. Y'all don't know this, but I'm the man behind everything that's been going around, from reminding this man to do meetings, from translating fucking Spanish to English subtitles, 14 pages, from changing titles. I could ruin this man's whole career.
So you just gonna expose it? Oh
Are
my
you
god!
Being paid for that?
No, I'm not. Point is, Peacemaker is a really good show, except for Vigilante, which I wish was better. But I'll give him this: his character does go with the James Gunn whole, like comic booky, funny joke here, dumb guy there, which is like, all right, but it's definitely a James Gunn.
I will say the character has his moments. Like, he has his moments that are just really badass.
I'll give it that. That's why I'm not completely mad over it, because it's like, there's creator liberty on that, right? It's like his own interpretation.
I mean, definitely a James Gunn kind of touch to it, where he's like, he makes this character, and then when this character does something really phenomenal, you're like, fucking didn't know he'd do that.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess we'll talk about it more during the live shows review on the finale and whatnot, because I think next week is the last episode.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. Keyon, catch up to it because it's banging.
What, Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You gotta watch Peacemaker.
Sure.
I'll watch Suicide Squad with you before you watch Peacemaker.
No, I've already watched Suicide Squad.
Just regular Suicide Squad. No, Suicide Squad.
Oh, what?
No. Get out of here. Get fuck out of here.
Bye.
The second movie, I at least was entertaining. I did not like the first movie, except for Viola Davis. I still.
They brought back like the good characters for the second one, which was nice.
Yeah. So, I really did enjoy that movie. But like he just popped in.
Well, that's just the nerdcore.
Yeah,
you never know who's going to show up.
Pretty much. But yeah, so all right, so what we have, I think that is all that we really have. Honestly, unless we, oh right, so I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. We're gonna get some of the most notable releases for this month. Notable game releases specifically. We're gonna get these out of the way, and then that is probably gonna be it for the show. Um I will restate this because I did say it at the beginning of the show, but the show will the Gamer Core specifically will be going to every first the first Friday of every month. So there will not be another Gamer Core unless, and I'll stress this, there is a some kind of convention or show, and then I will do of course I'll be doing coverages on those. So like, any kind of gaming convention, summer game convention, PAX, E3, things like that, I will be doing those. And also whenever I decide to start doing playthroughs for the channel, because eventually I will start doing playthroughs through games for probably YouTube. Um I'll think about doing it on Twitch, but we'll get that stuff sorted out. But yes, I will eventually be doing playthroughs for the channel. So now we're gonna move into some of the most notable releases that will be coming this month. So we have Sifu, a very good game for hardcore gamers, and by hardcore I mean if you don't care about dying over and over, then this is the game for you. This game is very, 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 very challenging. It's fun, but it is very challenging and can be infuriating at times. I hear your dogs. It's fine. It's fine. So, and then we have Oli World. Oh, I'm sorry. Sifu comes out on a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. And next we have Oli World, which releases on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Next we have Crossfire, releasing on the Xbox Series X and Xbox One. There is no release date. There's no release. Oh, I'm sorry, February 10th. I'll have to look at this because I don't think these are release dates. Actually, they are. They are. So yes, Crossfire releases on February 10th on the Xbox Series X and Xbox One. Oli releases February 8th, and Sifu releases February 8th. So Oli World and Sifu are both already out. Lost Ark releases February 11th, so today, and that releases on PC. That is PC exclusive. Stacy says, nice. So when will we be seeing a chill zone playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club? You will not be seeing me play through that game because that I think is forbidden to be streamed on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. You're muted, Brad.
I was saying, is that like hentai going on?
No.
Okay.
It's not hidden, but I don't know. I'll have to look at the catalog of banned games on Twitch, but and if it's not banned, then I may play through it. If there's enough requests for it. But that game is very, very sensitive, so we'll have to do something specifically for that game. So Lost Ark releases today. And that's the game I've been downloading for hours because the servers. Yeah, yeah. Dying Light 2 Stay Human. February 4th comes out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Life is Strange Remastered Collection. February 1st, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Google Stadia. The Nintendo Switch port of the game has been delayed. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as notable releases for this month. Thank you to Metacritic.com for that information. So that is going to be the end of our show today. We got a lot of good news and got a lot of good topics thrown out there. You got my as well as Brad's opinions on all the topics that we discussed. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for today. I'd like to thank Brad for coming on for the second episode in a row. I hope to see you in future episodes. And we're gonna get your plug, Brad.
Random Germ 101 everywhere, and honestly, just go visit the Nerdcores at thenerdcores.com, at the Nerdcore _ on Twitter, and at the Nerdcore everywhere else.
Yes, absolutely. So for everything Nerdcore, as Brad said, you can find us on twitter.com/the Nerdcore _, twitch.tv/the Nerdcore, and Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Patreon. Our Patreon is patreon.com/the Nerdcore, and you can email us.
You can email us. I don't remember the fucking email.
I have, yeah, you can email us. I added like a bunch of new links for plugs, so that's why that was kind of like very splotchy. And you can also follow me at twitter.com/Mr. Chillzone and twitch.tv/Mr. Chillzone. Make sure you guys are here for the first Friday of next month, so we can talk about more gaming news as it releases. So I'm sure that this month is going to be jam packed full of more news. So definitely be looking forward to next month's episode. With that being said, we're signing off. Brad, would you like to send them out?
All right. Thank you, Chillzone, for being host of the Gamer Course. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all those that joined us in the chat. So many people. Thank you. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I don't know. Don't release a game until you're ready. Young Yoda out.